Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I don't like any of this. Everything's wrong.
Welcome. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I can't handle my own. I got it. Okay, wait, start over. Cancel. Wait. Rewind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Who's your coolest, smoothest eBay reselling couple? On the internet, you can't handle it because we are so cool. We are Rocky Top. We are Soda City. We are bearded. We are
Queen City Bear
We're queens, etc. I can't find where my thing is. Help me. Can you help me find my thing? Here we are. I found it.
Hi.
There we are.
How are you guys? Hi.
Here comes the horn. Here comes the horn.
Uh-oh.
And away we go. Like
Now it's so
nothing
quiet.
ever happened wrong ever in our lives. What could possibly go wrong?
I thought you had like a different song or something queued up.
Oh, I had a different song, all right.
Let's redo
It
this.
was called Overlapping Realities. Hold on, I gotta get closer. We're not like fully centered.
I feel like,
There we go.
yeah.
Get close. I don't smell that much. Yeah, I kind of do because I went to this place. Check out these things. So, one of the things that we got this week, I went and picked up a bunch of stuff yesterday. And this stuff, where are my papers? Where are my newspapers? My papers? My newspapers? Where are my papers? Somebody bring me my business papers from my briefcase. Gross. Okay, well, the first thing, what's really cool,
Gross.
do you guys ever get, like, psyched on newspaper when you find old crap wraps, and you look at the paper, and you're like, what is this? Look at this. East Germany bars delegates from West Berlin. What? So anyway, the I did find the date on this, Monday, February 10th, 1969. So all this stuff has not been seen.
Wow.
It's all wrapped up into, like, look at the ad there for the stuff. And then you have some, like, old skinny jeans, which were bell bottoms at the time. And then blah, blah, blah. So anyway, these things were, I got a train set, and normally I would never.
Oh, how cute.
Snap. Little cars.
Is that metal?
Yeah, it's little Leland cars.
Oh, how
Anybody
cute.
know about these? These are like mint condition little Lelands. I think those have a little bit of value to them if they're in really, really good condition, because they get pretty trashed. Look at this little. Oh, look at that baby right there.
Oh, that is adorable.
Eat it. Eat it. What's eat it mean? What am I trying to say? You know when you're like, oh, suck it. No, what is it called when you're like, eat your heart out? That's what I'm trying to say. Eat your heart out. Look at that little baby. I don't know anything about these.
EYHO.
These are HO, yes.
EYHO.
No, EYHO.
I
In
mean,
your humble
AY.
opinion. Ain't my humble.
No, EYHO.
What are you saying?
Eat your heart out.
Eat
It's
your
the
heart
new,
out.
abbreviation.
HO. Okay. Okay, lady.
Like
Look at this little
LOL.
one. Look at this little 60s car. Anyway,
Those are really cute.
there's a little dude. He's a tiny
I just
want to
say quickly.
Look
hi
at
to
little
some people here.
1969 wheelbarrow guy.
That is awesome.
He's got a wheelbarrow.
He looks like he's mortified.
He's petrified.
I mean, petrified.
He might be both. But anyway, this little box is from, this has not seen the light of day since 1969. I happen to be born
Incredible.
after these things were wrapped up. If that's a weird thing to think about. So I don't know what's in this one either. I just wanted to see because it has some cool, just the cool boxes. I like stuff in boxes. Oh, these are boring, but there's some stink trees in
Can I
there.
see?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these little moss trees.
They've never been used.
Never been used. But it's in an interlocking tower box, so I'm not sure.
Oh, so maybe they were used.
We don't know, man. But here's some other things.
I know, Major Win. We love tiny stuff. Me too.
So look at this baby. I don't even know anything about this, but it says Chicago and Rock Island. And this thing is quite heavy. It's not HO. It's it says it's HO. I guess that's HO. It just looks smaller to me. But look at this in the box. Some sort of
this is your last one.
It says I can't read upside down. I can't read right side up. 260 Civil War era Thomas Roger Mogul. I don't know any of that, what this stuff means, but distinctive miniatures. So I think this is like some sort of nice little baby train that I have it. It's in the box, shrink wrapped. Not really shrink wrapped. But it's still fun to find these things, and that's why I'm showing them to you, because I have not looked at them. And this is the last thing I did know about. It's called a Fleischmann, if you train guys. Fleischmann, I think it's Germany. Fleischmann. Not like, don't be pervy. And it's very heavy. It's a little jam engine right here. And it's got a heavy little little coal thing. No plastic on this.
Yeah, are train things still like?
I think it has to be top of the. It has to be like the best stuff, and then sure. If you keep selling the best stuff, no.
Mike says interesting. I guess he's talking about the. Pokes,
yeah.
Can I tear these up, please?
Taking a bid starting at $1,000 for my pile of old stuff from 1969 before I was even born. Can you dig it?
Let's say some quick hellos. You want to?
Yes, I do. That is what I want to do right now. Lag being first, peekaboo. And we also have, and he was also fourth. WTF is here from Germany. Aloha to you, Dead Decor Depot. No pants dance. Well, for Josh, because he sent everybody over here, which is nice of him.
Thank you, Raid.
Now here's James's own.
What's going on, fellow humans and resellers?
I like pressing buttons. It's nice. Josh had the raid. Thank you very much. Callie Debs. What?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Callie Debs, Carla Olson. Curious Collection is here. Aloha to you guys. Jenna Flipping It Easy. Good morning. That's right. It's morning
over there.
Right. You guys are still like in your PJs having some
Sipping
muesli.
some coffee.
While we're like full hardcore, already sweat some drips.
Sweating to the oldies.
Yeah, we went and got some wood, which I'm going to show you in a second because I'm going to do a follow-up. Remember the return, like the only return we've gotten in a million years?
That shelf that had the crack.
The crack shelf, and then it came back broken, and then we couldn't find the glue, and I was like, I glued this. Where's the glue? And so anyway, long story short, the second I got it back, I put it back on eBay, and it's sold, not on sale, and for full price, $137.50 or something. Well, I didn't fix it before I put it back up.
Axe Monkey, aloha Jen, aloha Biff is present, Den Decor, yeah, the pokers.
That's our pokes,
Like
Silverhair Sucker, Major Win. Silverhair, Major Win, WTF Ryan. Oh, Ryan, aloha Ryan, the Golf Exchange.
Golf Exchange.
And Mike Seller is
aloha.
here. So.
Oh, yeah. One flipper said today, sell your train crap ASAP. The buyers are dying off.
Oh, they are.
Eventually, yes.
For sure.
They all do.
The gentleman that this is,
Wait, hold up.
that I purchased this from is 78. He has moved from Vermont to the great state of Texas. He's not looking back. He sold all of his stuff. He had some properties and businesses here, and it's all gone. And he is in Texas living his best life in his retirement condo that has porte cochere and valet and white tablecloth dining every night and everything. He's like, just take my stupid trains. But it took him till it was very precious because at the same time I'm taking this from him, he's telling me stories about his father and about his life. So I'm really getting these heavy vibes of, and he's calling me and he's saying to me, because lots of boxes were moved. It was hot. It was a lot of mouse crap all over everything. And he's like, oh, to be young, looking at me. And I just want to say, take a second, everybody, and be grateful for whatever. I'm grateful for this big floppy sag body that's only 55 years old. That's right. It's only 55 years old. I still got
Screen
like
Actors Guild.
Look at this. I still have a 5 head instead of a 6 head because that's where it's going eventually. I'm just going full Ben Franklin. We don't care. Texas Band is aloha. Welcome to the show. And Amy. Amy, can you please piggyback on that last horn so I don't have to double up? We're trying to keep it cool. I'm trying to keep the
I was
horn
just
down.
thinking of you today, Amy. Thinking how.
Are you back on?
I haven't seen you in a couple shows.
Are you back on the Whatnot today? Today would be a Whatnot day if you were going to go back. Anyway, so we did sell the shelf again as soon as I got it back, and we looked at it online. We could look at that again if I can do it right. Let me find it. And will it be paid and shipped?
Jen said that she has had a lot of luck selling vintage train calendars and books.
That's awesome. I mean, I don't, the train, I don't think the people, the stuff, the buildings, I don't think any of those are going to have any value at all. But the cars are old. If they're pre-1969, that means there's going to be some value just in the nostalgic. The things that are on, like the boxcars, which I don't even know what they say on them. That's usually how you get things to sell for trains nowadays, like our 7-Eleven train, boxcar.
Well, sort of like the magazines. It's the ads in the magazines that usually will sell the magazine.
Sort of nostalgia thing, like so.
I was sort of thinking about that, about the ephemera. I mean, is ephemera like any time period? I think of it more as
ephemeral.
Like,
yeah, it is. It's just stuff that's made to not last.
I sort of feel like that those customers, even though they seem like they're spend, I feel like those customers are dying off.
Drying up and blowing away? Yeah, they could be. Okay, so everybody, check this out.
Yeah.
It's very important. We showed you this crappy repair I did that I sent out to a customer who got it. Surprise, surprise, it broke. Aww. And he sent it back. It did like 3 loops around the U.S. before it finally got here. And I asked you guys last week, should I refund him now or later, or whatever? Because it's been too long. So I was like, should I just send him the refund? And everyone was like, yeah, just refund him now. It arrived literally during the show. So we didn't have to refund him before we got it back. But you can see this super crappy repair. It came back broken. As soon as it came back broken, I resold it without gluing it together. But last night I did glue it together. And this is the...
Let's go big.
Let's go big! Let's go big, baby! Okay, so you can't touch that blue cord there. No toque. So, let me see. How do you go big? Okay, here's big. You can't see that.
No, they can't.
Okay, so if I turn it this way, which you're not going to be able to see either because you can't see the inside. You can do it?
Yep.
You can do it! Come on! Yeah, that's good. So you see the line right there? It matches up with here. So I re-glued it last night. Now, I forgot an entire process when I sent this off to the guy. Let's do it. She's going to hold it.
Oh, I am?
I don't know. I want you to. So when you work with wood like this, one of the main things you got to do is there's wood filling. I didn't even fill this. So I glued it, and there's some glue hanging on. Is this the right side? Yeah. You can see a little glue on there. Oh no, I need the teak oil and the steel wool to do this demonstration.
Please hold.
People are waiting.
Doc.
People have taken time out of their day.
Hold the patient's leg while I...
Now, while she's gone, I would just like to piggyback a little bit off of Josh's game and thank my mother. I'm going to thank my mom. So my mom's a super paranoid person, and she just always said, you don't discuss money with people, you don't blah, blah, blah. Well, you got to when you're doing business. But I understand what she's saying. People judge you based on certain criteria. And one of the things she always said about me, because I do have a lot of understanding of like vintage crap, and she was just always like, don't tell people your secrets, you bum. That was his exact words. And I do like sharing sometimes, but for the most part, I don't really share bolos or anything. And I thought it would be fun to show bolos from time to time. And my bolos are, you can't possibly find them. So that's what kind of makes it, it works out on both sides where I can bolo something, but then my mom's okay with me that I didn't share the secret. Last week we shared the model 2890 or something like that, the IBM keyboard that we sold. If you can find those, you will get thousands of dollars for them, but you probably won't find them because someone already has their eye on them. Same with these shelves. So these shelves sell for $100 and something each, but you would probably either have to have been a furniture dealer or had the shelving unit that you're parting out. I just happen to have so many extra shelves that they were sitting in storage. So when we went over to storage one day, we just grabbed these shelves and sold them for $100+ a piece. Now, Teak. Teak is a good bolo, though. Anything Teak from the... Not anything. Used to sell anything. But now, lots of things that are Teak from the 60s, 70s. Usually not 80s, unless it's like a really awesome designer. Oh, this ain't gonna work. Why is there always problems with everything, sweetie? But see, that's what we are, problem solvers. So then you take your handy dandy flathead screwdriver and you pop off the child-proof lid. Now you get access to it without the dum-dum thing on it. And then the way you do teak furniture that does not have a coating on it. Did I throw my... I threw a fit and lost my... No, found it. It was hiding behind the teak oil the whole time. So, this is 4/0 steel wool. I'm just doing a little teaching right now, a teaching moment. I'm like a Commonwealthy. This right here is a 4/0 steel wool. Very important. It's 4/0. You can shine chrome with this. This, in fact, this is a great way to shine chrome. Real chrome. Because it does remove, like it's scratching, but the scratches are so small, it shines it. So you use a tiny bit of teak oil. Teak oil has some orangifying things in it. Yeah, 4/0. Still see the 4 zeros in the center. Very important to use that because it is the smallest of the steel wools. And then you go over your repair in order to move glue. So I was saying to Bridget this morning, I was like, remember how the glue wasn't on there? Like, where did the glue go? And I'm wondering if I wonder if I'm doing it now, using so much glue that so much teak oil that it's eating the glue away in there. And I was like, could that happen? We don't know. Okay, now, I've done that. Here, take this. Give me a yellow rag that's a good one.
Oh.
These are precious. Use the filthy yellow rag over here. Make sure the yellow rag has stains on it. Is this one dirty? Yes, thank you. And then you wipe off the excess teak oil. You never want to leave the teak oil on there because it turns sticky. Now here's the fun part. I'm going to show you what I didn't do last time. So we did do this part, but you can still see the crack. Can you show them the crack? Can you show them my crack, please? You're being such a good Vanna today. Thank you.
What?
You're full Vanna.
Oh.
I'm going to put this top on because the other thing I hate is knocking things over. What'd you do? You're bad Vanna now, you're saying? Okay, you see it looks a little better, but you can still see the crack. Now check this out. This is the money right here. Okay, bring it to me. Like, make it a work surface so I can surfaceify it. Now, you got to turn it up like this. Check this out, what I'm going to do right here. You can see the big chunk back there. You can see it in the picture right here. This chunk still exists. Like this little like separation and this whole line right here. So what I'm going to do is take the magical furniture crayon, which is in a very similar coloration as the wood, and then you literally do, if you've ever done P-texing your skis.
With this foam?
Have you ever done P-texing of skis in the 80s? You're such a nerd.
Wow,
Spam.
that wax does actually really match this well.
Yeah.
Patricia was saying that adhesive wouldn't be dissolved by an organic oil.
It is xylophone or whatever, you know. Let me see.
Oh, Major Win, thank you.
Major Win has got a greedy. I see greedy over there, Teely.
The best show on YouTube. That's so cute and sweet.
Thank you so much. I'm trying to see what the actual ingredients are, but it's not a natural oil. It's very not. It's from Rust-Oleum, Patricia, but it is teak oil, and it's what I've used my whole time. German mid-century dealers use the stuff that's not even legal in the United States.
Oh, that was called like rose.
Remember that stuff? And it's perfect. It makes your furniture look perfect, but you also die.
Yeah, the people that would go get containers full of Danish modern from Denmark and then bring it back here and auction it off, they would come back with bottles of that stuff.
And I used to buy it from them, and it was the good old days.
Hey, Eric with West First Books, aloha.
Aloha.
Yes,
Hold on. Okay.
Are we burning wood?
Yeah. Okay.
Sorta.
So I used the crayon, and the crayons they're made by a company called Minwax. These are other crayon colors. I have a lot of them, but I got that big thick crayon because that's teak. But they come in all different colors. And then you also have the Rejuvenate pens, which they're good for a couple of different things. I mean, I could go into a whole woodwork refinishing thing, but I just wanted to show how I'm going to send this off, and hopefully the person won't hate me.
So let's show them. Oh, it does look like you might need a little more drip right in there.
You can't do it all in one pass sometimes.
But yeah, so I mean,
it's a lesson
you guys
for life.
have probably seen something similar to this before.
So you still see the line, but that's all wax now. Now check this out. Come to me. Come to me. Now you take a credit card.
Oh, I see.
And you're
leveling it.
Yes, you deforest.
Lag. I came for the shelf repair.
Look at this. Well, you guys are gonna be like, hopefully mesmerized by my furniture prowess. I mean, I've worked on a lot of pieces of furniture. You can also see that there was like kind of a gap on the top of it. Like where the wood came down. You can't see that right now.
Ryan came back from his 2-week break, and he said he did almost $1,000 on Monday morning.
Bam! Ryan does $1,000.
Jenna was saying trains are always going to be a hit in the railroad world. We call the lovers of trains foamers.
Well, and the thing is that like everything in the current world, the intense collector hobbyists don't go anywhere, and they're looking for the top.
Holy crap, that looks good.
I know. The top items. So middle of the road items might get some sales, but low quality items, you might as well just put them in the shower shitters. Okay, I need a little more. Thank you. And I'm going to show you this, and you're going to go, oh, Primo. But you can't marry me. You want to marry me. Because I fixed the furniture. I really do a good job at a couple of things. Packaging. I'm a package master.
Yeah, it's really shocking that you let this go the way it was.
It was accidental. I forgot. And a guy who we did actually have a little bit of damage on a monitor, first time ever. Not a big deal. Guy was fine. And then he looks at the plug, 3-prong plug, and there was corrosion on it. This happens because the old monitors had built-on power cords. You didn't change them out. So if one sat in some water or something, or over the past 30, 40 years since it's been alive, it might get a little bit of corrosion. And I take the same 4/0 steel wool, sloppy, I would just say. A little bit of sloppiness going on over here at the Primo show.
Wow.
But
the monitor itself looks gorgeous.
the monitor was gorgeous.
You gotta actually get in here. I didn't realize that's actually.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Is that in the picture?
Yeah,
oh, it
yeah,
is in
yeah.
the picture.
Okay, so here you go, guys. This is where you go. After you see this, you're going to want to have a cigarette. It's going to be like, so good.
You're insane. Oh, bye, Doug. Major win. I'm off to my every Wednesday work meeting. See you all soon. Aloha.
Love you
thanks
guys.
for being
Have a
here.
good day.
Maybe we'll
Thanks
still
for
be
stopping
here.
by. You know we'll probably be here. Okay, that's it.
Shelving with Cheryl. This is aloha. This is like watching Martha Stewart with a beard.
Yes. I love it. I'll take that. Okay, that's it. It's done. Show the people.
Ooh.
Reveal. Big reveal. Ladies and gentlemen. You can kind of still see it, but shut up. It's so hard to show it.
It's yeah.
Here, look up. Let's see if I can go in here. Can you see it at all? Can you see that you can't see it? Really, kind of. But if you look at the picture that it was, see, the thing is you're not going to make it totally go away. But I think you can't see it.
Well, in person
Look at
it
this.
looks
Look at that.
better.
That looks like big crap. Somebody took a big crap on a bench and tried to sell it as guaranteed.
Oh, thanks, Major Win. One more for the road.
Thank you. But as you can see,
Amy's
it's
saying it looks great.
cigarette time. So this is going to go back out, resold for, I think, $20 or more than the guy who turned it back. Now, you ask, how am I going to get it to these people? Let's put this away and grab that board. Thank you very much. How are we going to get it to these people? Because, actually, leave this with me and grab that board. Thank you. And there's a lot of action in this show today. So, wait, what are you doing?
Grabbing the board.
Okay, so we sent it last time. Hold this up like that. We sent it last time in cardboard. I have sent many of these in cardboard. We both had this like sneaking suspicion it wasn't going to make it for some reason. It didn't. Mostly because we've heard that things are getting roughed up more lately. And no matter how hard I try, I'm not going to be able to send this very delicate little fin through the mail without something. So we're going to use some plywood, very thin plywood. And I will cut it right about there. I will use 1x4, which will be taller than the fin tips. And then halfway in the middle of it, and then I will make it so that it's almost coffin-like, but with just enough room to put a couple of layers of our foam around it on the edges, just to give it that little sunk-in kind of, tight, so it doesn't flop around. You don't want it to flop around inside. And then also you don't want it to come up and hit the tips against the wood on top.
Right.
So I will put a block of wood in the center that's attached to the top, which will keep this shelf like right in the. It won't move at all, and can't possibly break unless they drove a truck over it. So we gotta do that.
Are we making anything on this?
Yeah. Well, the wood is in the. We got wood just already paid for. So
True.
the 1x4 already paid for. So we're reusing stuff that's just sitting around in the garage with no purpose anyway. And I'm run out of these shelves. So these are the last shelves going out. We have 2 more 27-inch shelves. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Thank you. I'm so hyper today. I feel hella hyper. Am I hyper today? You feel like extra from me?
You have a
Am I
1x4.
vibing hella hyper?
You have a 1x4 on the wall behind
Oh,
you.
shit, right!
Not doing anything.
Texas Bandit, you are right.
That's so funny.
If we can't find one out in the garage, you're not going to see it. I'm not kidding. You're not going to see a piece of trim there tomorrow. Or whenever we come back. I can't remember when we come back again, but that's totally true. What's so funny is how on the nose that is.
I know.
It's possible that you won't see that
Texas
trim
Bandit
there.
is always on you about that piece of trim.
It's ADHD. It's my thing. It's like my badge of honor right there. that
Ryan
unpainted piece of
was
trim.
saying I have literal boot prints on half of my packages I receive.
I've never seen that, thankfully, because I have a.
We haven't had any damaged stuff in a long time, and then in 2 weeks, one 1.5 weeks. We have 2 damaged items.
I see John from Flippin' 80s. He is here.
Oh, there's a Poke's back, too.
I see Jen is here. And anybody sneak in when we weren't looking?
Yeah, there's shopping with Cheryl.
Shopping with Cheryl. Aloha. And, of course, Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia.
Eric, well, we did say hi, but I'm going to say it one more time because I think he's new.
Why don't you just rub that shelf down with a little gyro bacon grease? Isn't that the post of desk cooking?
We could
So
we
true.
could after you use that, but with the Danish teak furniture, it comes raw, so it has wax in this oil. I don't know if it's 10%. I don't know how much there is, but it's sealing the oil, so you can spill things on it. But that goes away over about every 6 months, and you have to re-oil this every 6 months. It's both the beauty and the annoyance of real Danish furniture. All the Danish furniture in the 50s and 60s and 70s that were sold in the U.S. by importers, Seelig, Whittycombe, and they just went to Germany too. That's true. Denmark, and they chose items for their collection. Those pieces were made in Denmark, but they were sprayed with a top coat of shininess because the American wives or somebody in industries insisted, mostly Howard Johnson Wax Company. They wanted to sell Glade and all these products. Pledge. And American housewives needed more time. So instead of oiling, which takes all day, they have the squirt and wipe. And so dusting became a thing in America that I don't understand it to be the same thing everywhere else, because in other places they sort of have like furniture cleaning day. Am I right, Josh? Come on, tell me I'm right. You're from foreign places.
And then Eric with West First Books is new here, at least new commenting. Did
Awesome.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, the shelf did sell. The shelf that shipped and broke and then it came back, listed it before I fixed it. It sold and has to go out today. And then we sold another one in the meantime, the other long one. And so we only have 2 left, and those will probably go soon. And I also did want to sort of show you, I wanted to kind of look at not our numbers necessarily, but we have not looked at our, what do you call those things where you look at stats? We haven't looked at our scrats in a while. So I do not look at my page views, and I saw Tommy Bernard came up on Josh's chat, and it just opened up a brain.
Oh yeah, he said how he has like 1,000 views a day.
Yes,
through Google or something
with no advertising. So
hey Mike,
old
aloha.
school Mike's here. Aloha. Old School Artifacts does not promote. Old School Artifacts sells my highest. This is our boutique store now. Used to be our main stores, now our boutique store. We only put stuff on here, and the way I kind of judge it is I look at the views, and since we do a reset on this store it's only got 11 items. Reset on this store every week. You can see that these do not need to be advertised. If you're getting 14 views on an item per week, you know, I'm going to assume that that's enough enough eyes are seeing it. It's just, this is an expensive thing that like 3 people want. So it's,
we have only $5 shipping on that radio.
Better fix that. So, and then these we just listed yesterday.
I'm
somebody
fixing that right
somebody
now.
take advantage of this $5 shipping. You can buy this Mercedes car radio from 1968 for only $700. We're going to give you a deal on the shipping, $7 off. Thank you. So, anyway, these items, that's how we kind of choose the items that'll go in here, the ones that have the highest sell-through rate. These radios were added yesterday. That's why they're zeros, or this morning even.
Yeah.
This morning. So that's why they're zeros and not even added to the sale.
Well, I updated it. That was yesterday, actually, I think.
You don't have to be exact. Just be close.
Oh, well, you're the one questioning it.
I know, but you don't have to answer. Yes, we did these 2 minutes ago. We did this while, see, we're multitasking. So she's actually listing things while I am.
So we're doing $12.50
talking.
shipping on that.
I feel like I need to lighten up a little bit.
Oh,
Is this
that
okay?
one can be $8.
Sweetie, is this too
$8.50.
much? Is this too much heat? Is this too much heat for the chat?
They can't see it. So.
Oh, okay.
I put the shipping to $8.50 on that because $12.50 for that one that has that other part, right?
Uh-oh. I fell asleep. Don't talk about my new show. You'll make me fall asleep. What was I saying? You don't even know, do you?
Nope. Oh, Tommy Bernard was talking about his stats.
Let's look at stats. Thank you. Whew. That was a close call. Traffic. Now I haven't looked at these in, I would say, at least a month. Let's look at what's traffic doing. So if we're going from August 5th, is this a good metric? Going from August 5th, the last 2 weekends have been sluggish. They have not been, awesome. They don't worry me at all because this is definitely our worst part. Should we go for 2 months? Will it look better? No, it looks way worse.
Whoa!
Well, this is because we took out all the items.
Oh, right.
So in July, if you include July, this shows that we removed tons of items into different stores. Where we had 1,600 items in here, we now have 11. That's what this is showing. However, if we go back to that, what I now call the beautiful numbers, go to the last 30 days, and you actually see a green in there. Well, it's just quantity sold. You see impressions by placement are up for 4%.
But that's what matters is quantity sold.
Yes, I mean, yes, money. So conversion rate, all this crap. I mean, who cares? But I just wanted to. So impressions. Did Tommy say page views? He gets 1,000 a day.
1,000 a day, I think he said. Yeah.
Wow. You can see here we get about 1,000 a month. So we're in the same the 1,000 club.
But he gets it a day.
Hey, what did I just say? Don't tell him all the secrets. We are in the 1,000 club, and we feel good about it. So, but it doesn't. This is so skewed because again we took out all the stuff. Let's go look at our hard to log into account that makes us do a text every single time we log into it. Does anybody know why that happens? One of our accounts now requires me on one phone, not on the computer, not on different devices, iPads, anything else, on a single solitary phone device, requires me to send a text, like log in with your password, username, and then a text. And I can't turn it off. Tell me why that's happening.
So Axe Monkey was saying,
If possible.
You may already know this, that List Perfectly, she is starting to use List Perfectly, and you can have the multiple eBay stores, so moving listings from store to store is... Oh, so that would be good for Motorcycle Dork to know.
List Perfectly, well, I only used it for the AI, and so I used InkFrog, which was a program I knew did the multiple eBay stores well. So I used that for 1 month until we didn't need it, and I canceled that. Then I did the List Perfectly, and I did notice they had multiple stores. But I didn't see how it integrated exactly I didn't understand how List Perfectly integrated. But I'm sure it's fine. Vendu was weird, and it put like an icon next, or is that List Perfectly? Puts an icon next to each item in your eBay page. So when you look at your eBay listings, it actually has a List Perfectly icon inserted into your eBay page on each item. Not that that's bad. I thought it was weird looking, and I got scared.
So
and I ran away.
Texas Bandit is saying, what happened to Puerto Rico being an eBay international thing? I have a pair of cowgirl boots stuck between Jacksonville and Backwoods, Puerto Rico. Got a nasty gram in Spanish. And Hawaii and Alaska are now international shipping.
Well, they said does anybody know if that's... See, they announced stuff. Is it already happened? Is it gonna happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think maybe it's already happening.
Has anybody
I don't
used it?
always catch the dates of when things actually go into effect.
Right. So I don't know if it's actually started yet.
But maybe.
Well, 75% of the time we know everything all the time. Sometimes.
All the time we know 75%.
Sometimes. We're right.
100% of the time we'll write 75%.
We're 70% right 100% of the... No. We are 70-20. 70-20-10, Biff, right? Am I right? Yeah! I haven't looked at that in a long time.
Dentacor is using Vendu and so far is liking it. We'll like it more when things sell. And
so Vendu's the one that got rid of their AI listing tool, which is what I need. I need AI listing tools.
And Dentacor was saying that they were working on Macari.
Wait, that's the name of this video. eBay, get your stuff together. Everybody else has got AI stuff that doesn't suck. Why is yours suck so bad? Why is your description so...
It's so fluffy.
It's just dumb. I don't mean dumb.
I
don't mean to hurt your feelings.
I have to say that it is so fluffy that it really turns me off from purchasing something that's where someone is using that fluff because it's so clearly AI. And then I wonder, oh no, did the person actually have a chance to review this and like take out any mistakes? And also I've caught a couple of errors where you can see the AI came up with its own specifics sort of, or, you know,
right, yeah,
fluffed it up in comparison to the actual item specifics that the seller selected. So then you go, okay, which one is right?
Is this impressive? Everything's green. Is that good?
Which one is this?
If it's green, is that good?
Wow. Okay, so
see, these are green and the numbers are there, and these sticks right here, the blue and the light blue with the bumpies with the alligator teeth. Yeah, that looks good, right, everybody? Come on. And we get 22 page views. This has 2.1% promotion on it. I wonder, you know, it's possible that bumping that up a little bit would help these more regular items sell. But I don't want to do that really, but I should do that a little bit. But as you can see, there's a lot of items in here. There's a lot of lenses. Heavy on the lenses right now. Need some caps. Look at these caps. Come buy some caps. That's our first. We've never sold caps like that before. We just found them.
Well, that
Are you yawning?
Big, oops, like I said, our show makes me sleepy. Hey, Soda City Flips.
Soda City Flips is in the house. What's pimpin'? Am I right?
Nice to see you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to big, so I don't dox myself, and then I'm gonna go back. Oh, wait, I already did what I wanted to do. So because John was jabberjawing on the fact,
you do realize you're like showing this, right?
Oh yeah, don't show this. Wait, go back. Boom, gotcha. Thank you, saved us once again from pure doxing.
You just like are click happy, click.
Yeah.
Click.
I don't. What are you gonna do? Come to my house. We'll be friends. Play patty cake.
Hey, you guys.
All right, that's true. Do you have that?
Yeah, we need that.
Hey, you guys!
You actually have that.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, so here, if you go here and look at our smooth as silk over here. Our top item. Okay, look at these items. So these sunglasses, I do not think need an AI description with bullet points. But John was talking about, and Beard was like fawning all over John saying, your descriptions are badass. And I'm like, okay, let's check this out. So I also fawned a bit, a tiny fawn. And I went over and did one of our items with John's suggestion, Gemini AI from Google. Put in there, write me a, what did I say, based on their conversation?
An eBay description bullet point eBay.
Optimized and bulletized.
Yeah.
Optimized and bulletized. So I just pop it in there, and I just put in those words and the title that I had already written.
And look at how much bullcrap is between the
There's a lot.
photo and then
Look how they're
your
trying to
actual
sell somebody
description.
else's crappy
And
furniture.
that crap works on me because I did that the other day. I
But
was
this
looking
is junk
at
stuff. It's like,
well, no, I was looking at something else, and then I got sucked into the similar items because I was like, "Oh, look at that! Oh, I like those too."
Now, ultimately, well, okay, that's an American designer, but this is Italy. Who knows where Italy? This is an American design. It's in a.
Wait, look at that sofa. It has like
Somebody took dumps in it. There was like 3 dump spots. Or 3
it's like
pizzas.
the Beetlejuice.
Is it 3 pizzas?
Corpses were sitting.
It's
in
3
there.
pizzas. Is that the dumbest couch you've ever seen?
No, that's not really.
I don't know what's happening here.
It didn't like sit outside and get all. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, so pretty.
Oh, now
Now
I
I
got
understand.
it.
Some little lady with her
I
little
thought it
rose
was like
pizzas.
mold or something that sat outside.
Moldy
and got
rose
wet.
pizzas on her sofa. Anyway, sorry, lady. Nice sofa. I love you. Okay, so then look at this. So what we had in here was basically a little piece of this. Who's going to want this expanded description? Not everybody. Not video game people. Not people buying sunglasses. Not somebody's paying $5,000 for a vintage sofa.
Not someone
1950
buying
sofa.
a light bulb.
A light
not.
bulb,
I
right.
mean, I can't imagine. Yeah.
So, but if you're going to spend $5,000 or more on a sofa, how about I try a little harder? How about I put out forth
Thank you, John, for the suggestion.
yes, an encyclopedia of the things that might be most important to you. How about the shipping cost? I've never do this. We do not. This is the most verbose. Most messages have the title in there, and I say, here is and I mess with the title a little bit, and then I say circa whatever year it is.
You repeat the condition.
I repeat the condition by saying this item is in excellent condition, working in an excellent condition. That's it. Then I say, please ask all questions before purchase. Thanks for looking. And that's it. So on these expensive ones, we're going to start adding more information like these guys.
Yeah. So right,
you know.
we were thinking. So our boutique account, we were thinking like that these AI descriptions
Are going
through
to come in handy.
through what is it, Gemini?
Gemini on
They're definitely better than the eBay.
here it is right
AI.
here. Here's what I did.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the ones that I did. Create a bulletized eBay listing, including condition for 1950s George Nelson for Herman Miller sofa, blah, blah, blah. So it gave me the first one, and then it gave me a second one and a third one, and it's free. And by the time I got to the fourth one, I had written the words the right way to give me most of what I wanted. I chopped out the crap that I didn't want or was unnecessary, and we ended up with this. And what I found to be not this general description part, because I basically
We're
wrote that.
blocking the area where it has the shipping and all the dimensions.
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
well, that's what I'm pointing out is that AI said your customer wants authenticity. They want to know it's authentic. AI put these bullet points out, not me.
Nice.
So they said iconic designer, iconic design, vintage charm
What
is a
is
little
matchy matchy? Does something say matchy matchy?
matchy matchy is a term for when you buy Hawaiian shirts and your wife's dress matches your shirt and your shorts.
So
Matchy
all of
matchy.
the furniture was upholstered
In the
with the
same-
same fabric.
And there was like 10
upholstery.
pieces. So that's why, I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that.
So
but
you said
it's cutesy.
those are words that you
That's my words.
added.
Yeah. So I said, I added a little bit. You have to do a little bit of work. It's not just going to spit out the perfect thing. But for, I'd say 80%, 90% almost.
Yeah, you have to fine tune it. So it gives you
Really good setup here.
right. It gives you the basics, and then you can fine tune it a little.
Oh, we didn't write, and this makes much more sense. Dimensions. Look at this. We wrote it all on one line with like an L. So to be 70L
right with the X,
with
the 70 by 31 by 28 by.
Now that I see that, I'm like, it's like in Chinese almost.
So this is if I were looking at this, I probably wouldn't even read that top paragraph, the iconic mid-century modern design, blah 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 blah.
You get a vibe that we were professionals, though.
But that's why I like the bullet
professional.
points, because I can literally go, oh, okay, key features, yep. Oh, wait, dimensions. Oh, shipping. I like that. Have it visually, my eyes can quickly filter what I need with the bullet points. But the top paragraph is just nonsense to me.
John's like, 3 pizzas, someone's hungry.
I know Biff was like, that
see.
pizza couch is dumb.
But I am hungry from it.
So if that person
I usually only
was
copy and
smart,
paste the key
though-
features part, but that actually looks good. Very professional. Thank you very much. Your suggestion, full credit to you. Really, really smart, John, because, well, here's, embarrassed as I am, I heard Beard talking about what John does. And then I was like, oh, okay, now I'll do what John does. So, sorry, but John is the person who figured that out in our group that I learned from. So,
I feel like John really puts a lot of thought into every move he makes.
I really appreciate that about him.
Yeah.
He does way more thought than I am, and I'm glad just to steal his knowledge. Because this is a good one, guys. I mean, if you don't see that if you have some, I'm going to say it's for a nicer thing, something where people need, or expensive thing, somewhere people deserve to have some bullet points that you hope, and AI, I think, is kind of training on, you think are going to be the main bullet points. They don't even have to ask you a question, because ultimately that's your goal, right? You don't want anything in between you and the sale. You don't need them to contact you. If you can answer their questions, they don't have to contact you. All they have to do is put in their credit card. You're more likely to get that sale. So
this Gemini thing, is it a monthly service you have to pay for?
No, Gemini's free, everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, totally free.
And John was saying that he has seen an increase in some sales, or in sales, and not sure if it's related to. He said he wasn't sure if it was related to that, but it seems like it does sort of align with using the better descriptions. And he says, "My thoughts slow me down." LOL.
Well, it's just I know it's a really good way to, because in our main store where we're trying to be a boutique, we are knowing our customers. This is a thread that goes through a lot of our community shows. Josh was talking about it today. You got to know your customer. So that's how we've broken down our stores. And our newest store is clothing, which it's nothing to see yet, but we know that when you're going to go buy clothing, that's what you're doing. You're just buying clothing. You don't need, peanut butter cups, and you don't need other things. So we're like, when you're going clothes shopping with your mom, she's holding you by the hand.
You just go to the clothing store or the clothing department.
So that's how we're handling this. And so the boutique store, you can sell all kinds of items, but they have to be designated for wealthier collectors, maybe. Like I'm trying to sell expensive stuff to people who will buy it. And generally those are people who have money. So the old school artifacts is like, what's the store for the American Pickers? They have like a store. It's not called American Pickers. It's
I'm not sure.
American Arbitrage. No, it's called
something. Right, you're saying that
I need a pizza seat. I'm gonna go put a pizza on our couch and sit on it.
You're saying that
and see if it leaves a rose.
Having the higher price items in their own store might maybe give people more confidence in purchasing the higher price items from us. They'll think like, oh, these people must know something.
I just think that I think that's the vibe you're trying to give out, is a vibe of you know what you're doing.
Antique archaeology.
Thank you, antique archaeology. So, and that sounds good, right?
Jen is saying, so you were influenced by Beard, LMAO.
Yeah. Well, technically, John. It just came through Beard. So sometimes sometimes there's a flow. There's a flow directive. But I do think that if you listen to either one of these gentlemen in their pop-up shows, they seem to be coming on a lot. I haven't heard anything wrong coming out of there. So And I think that a lot of us are, well, some of us,
Jim
me.
and Tara, Carrie, hi.
Aloha, welcome back. I personally believe, as was, I guess that was today on Beard Show, with talking about people who look at eBay, lifestyle, eBay lifestyle, which we are 100% in that bucket. But what's happened over the past 2 months or so is that we've started slipping more towards, well, we, instead of being 100% lifestyle, we do eBay for our lifestyle. So we don't have to go to work, we don't have to call in, we do what we want, that kind of thing. Well, we've definitely added in business. We start watching the bottom line. But what we don't have to do at all is look at eBay's numbers. You don't need that. In fact, I'm positive it screwed us up. That's what made us get screwed up to begin with in May. Was we were just hypnotized with the numbers and not paying attention to the business.
Well, yeah. I mean, if we. When did you stop doing
so
the
easy to say
nuclear reset, the daily reset?
When did I stop doing it?
Yeah.
When everything got better. No, it was like we stopped doing it.
Well, we started feeling like it wasn't
May,
helping
in
as
June.
much anymore,
Yeah,
right?
no, we stopped doing it because it was now part of the problem and not part of the solution.
Yeah. So you were spending time every day doing it, which was
Wrapped up in it for 8 months.
Yeah,
9 months.
you sped up the process, so it was taking like 30 minutes a day, or
It kept me in a crappy
well, you were
state of mind.
tense because you were like, okay, I got to get this done. It's my first thing in the morning.
And it also put me in this position where I was fighting the man. I was like, I'm fighting for my survival. When the man doesn't give a crap if I was fighting, the man just wanted me to sell crap that sold and the way that it sold, more importantly, I think, for us. And that's what ended up happening, was that we had to, if you can't beat him, join him, and sort of all those kind of those words make sense when you think about the fact that everything's going great, rug gets pulled out from under you. How do people respond to that? They get defensive. They cut. They're definitely not focused on attacking or being offensive. They're being defensive. So for about a year, we played defense, and that screwed us real good. So the second we turned off the defense and we turned offense back on, our sales have quadrupled that was actually my voice.
And John was saying, some will say item description is meaningless to the algo, but my question is, why would eBay invest into the AI descriptions if they didn't work?
They put all those words there for nothing. Yeah.
And it's always
Seriously.
eBay does these things, which is a
eBay's AI
foreshadowing
sucks,
of what they are expecting from sellers in the future. So you remember when
why doesn't eBay get the
was trying
descriptions right?
You remember when eBay was trying to get sellers to do all the item specifics, and you would get that blue dot telling you
the dot.
Yeah.
Now you can only see it if you go. It says to add things
because
to
they
your
wanted item
descriptions.
specifics so that they could start taking AI.
Yeah, so they could AI it up, but it's such a jumbled garbage.
Creating AI.
But they've had so much time to perfect it. And it's so important to the platform. And other tiny companies like List Perfectly are doing it. So why, eBay? Why? Why is the AI just for customer service? How about if we can list things faster and accurately? Let's go back in time.
And Den Decor was talking about the hashtags in the description. Seems to work like the tags function on other platforms.
It is. It's tags. That's what.
Offsite traffic comes without paying for it, and
Den Decor is doing nukes at 10 days. Yeah, I mean, we do it once. I just do it on
a reset.
I happen to think that do it on Friday morning. Get that thing all fresh for the weekend, where we get most of our sales. That's so for us. Our sales come on the weekend, just historically.
And Biff is just reiterating, eBay's AI is just another undertrained employee.
It's like fresh. Well, you know what, Biff? It's like they went and got AI at the Home Depot at like 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They went there to go pick up some AI helpers, and that's what they use for us.
And John is saying, eBay's AI is like the ad libs. where they just they just take whatever and create 2 paragraphs.
They do. This
you need this to add this collectible.
This contagious battery.
Any collector needs this for their collection.
Oh, it'll enhance your life.
Like, I developed a time machine device. However, I can only go back 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Texas Bandit was saying that the P&L is a Monday morning thing. Pay attention to sales for a week and look at your numbers once a week. Bean counters, HR department, risk management, no generate sales. Salespeople generate revenue.
Yes, that's true. Salespeople. I've always been a salesman.
Yeah, Ryan's like, right. It will say, add this piece of history to your collection.
Yeah.
Random 1990s
True
junk
statement.
card.
Add it to your collection. You know, it's not like it's good. It's not saying it's good.
Axe Monkey, eBay got their AI from Temu.
They got and it's broken already. They got it. It worked for 5 days. Now it's broken. I feel like a lot of people said stuff. I'm just going to go up here because I didn't even see. Let's see. I'm going back.
Oh, and Curious Collection was saying how they love obscure bolos and they're always sharing the obscure ones because you're not going to go out and find them in anywhere.
It's fun.
You know?
Okay, so check this out. Did we show you this? Okay, wait. Here's the.
Oh, right. So that sofa that had the pizzas on it, I feel the person should have taken a photo of that pattern on the seats and put that also
in a vignette.
Yes,
like
in the main photo. Because
Totes agree.
To me, it looked like it was a piece of furniture that sat and got rained on or something, and 3 puddles formed, and they dried out and looked
Looks
like
like somebody sat on pizzas.
It does.
Okay, and so I'm gonna go here and go to ended. So I don't want to dox the people who bought our stuff either. So if I go to the sold item complex matrix over here, I can show you. So. Here are the. Okay, here's like just from the past couple weeks. Oh, what did Jenna say?
Jenna was saying, I want to commend you for taking the initiative to command results by changing everything you were comfortable with and making the moves to.
Thank you.
To build better practices. You're going to be so happy you did. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And it's with ideas and help from everyone in the community.
We're watching everybody. So we're watching also the people who complain a lot because it helped us understand how we were seeing things. And, you know, because if you can't see where you are, where you've been, how do you know where you're going, that kind of thing. So everyone helped us. In the end, we helped ourselves. True, right? We did that. We did it all ourselves, but it wasn't without getting some really solid, not even the advice specifically. It was like the way I've always learned in my life is I look at John, I watch what he's doing, and I see if I can do that, and I can tell he's very sincere and those kind of things. So I can see what's happening, and I can see if I can repeat that. And so I learned from his actual
apply it
doing.
to our kind of
That's
product.
What I'm trying to say. Yes,
right.
exactly. So some people operate in ways that I can't do. I can't even live within that, you know, and that because they have their own ways of doing things. So that's what I have to say about that. And I think a lot of us do that same thing. So we're looking for other YouTubers and things so we can see how we can fit not just only what they're saying, because
adapt it.
We don't all know what we're talking about, but we know what we're earnestly trying to do. And as long as you can see that in people, well, flipping ain't easy.
And,
am I right? Yeah.
And the
I wish I had that button right here.
The show that
Flipping
John
ain't
and
easy.
Bearded did last night
Secret
got
shows.
me so motivated. We watched it this
popping
morning.
up. They're
And
all over this.
It really got me
all over this
motivated
damn channel.
today. So thank you.
Yeah, motivation. You got this is it. This is Q4. So I think we're in a sink or swim right now too. No matter how much we fixed this, our ship riding the course.
Mike's liking the Gemini. He just ran an experiment.
The Gemini is a great
so
thing. Everybody,
thing you know, Gemini's gonna be like, oh, too many people are now using it. Let's
eBay?
start charging.
Well, that's what they're doing. I mean, they run it for free for a while.
Yeah.
eBay was free for a while, I think, at some point. Anyway, Gemini is one of the top suggestions I've heard.
Reselling with Woody. Who dat?
So Let's look at the, I'll show you. This is just our main store. Other stores are performing well too, but this is our main store, which used to be our main store, but now only has 11 or 12 items in it. And look how this thing is performing because we moved out all the crap. This stuff hasn't sold. It's been in here, and I should get you over there. Thank you. Thank you. So here's the Bolo for today. As you can see, this Milo Boffman end table right here. Bolo, am I right? Bolo, go find this table somewhere.
Jeez Louise. Pokey hears that and is not liking it.
So you'll never find that Bolo. But I found it for $25 in a thrift store 8 years ago. And
more than that.
10 years ago, it never sells. We put it up for a year, take it down. Put it up for a year, take it down. We put it up 3 days ago, sold for $450. So that's
And we've just had that sitting around.
she puts like it holds our garbage sometimes.
But I was
that doesn't. We take care of it, but at the same time, it's just been a thing in the way. Let's put it that way.
Oh, and it is so heavy. I'm
is
like,
super
we're
heavy.
only getting $37 shipping on this. Yikes.
But I got $450.
Yeah, I know.
That's the part that's good. And then here's
Be picking. Aloha. There's a lot of new people in the chat today.
we love the new people.
Oh, welcome. Thanks for participating.
Here's the two Kai Christensen shelves. One of those was
See ya, Den Decor. Thanks for being
Aloha.
here.
Have a great day.
Aloha.
So you can see down here, this is the shelf right here that broke and was returned. And then up here, the other one sold, and then the broke one sold again. Like in the 2 day, like this weekend, right?
For a little more than it had originally sold for.
For more than it
Which-
originally sold for.
John was
To
doing
the
his
top.
Roomba, talks about how his Roomba story there.
I think Biff also raises the price on returns just to, see if it sells. Make up the
reselling
difference.
with Woody was
Look
like,
at this.
how do
Does
you
everybody
ship
see
that?
my keyboard? Also Bolo. You can't handle the Bolos.
That's a very special keyboard.
you'll
It's
never find
nothing
that.
you're gonna really find. Even
We have the
it's not even
we have the most depressing Bolos.
it's not even it's vintage, yes, but it's so rare. Like if you
can't-
come across vintage keyboards, you're never gonna even find that. But explain
These
to
are,
reselling with Woody
these are
how
rare.
how you're shipping this crazy side table.
I don't know. I got to do that in like an hour. I'll figure it out then. So my thought process is this. It is heavy. So, and because it's got such sharp,
Wanna go
crisp
big?
corners, I'm going to have to I'm into wood now. We're into wood. And so
We use wood to ship wood.
yeah. So I want to protect
Making a crate.
the wider part of the table, the top, and the very crisp corners. So I'll make a piece of plywood just bigger, just wide enough to accept the downward portions of wood, and I will crate it because right now I can't ship anything uncrated because I had this one, pretty innocent breakage, and I hate that. So I don't want to have to fix anything again. I want everything to make it there. So I really try super hard to not allow things to get broken. But in this case, wood is the answer. Small crates. Wood is not expensive. You can go to Lowe's. Depends on how much you're charging for it. $37 is going to be probably most of the freight on it. So anything I'm building is going to be on top of it. I have $0 into this. Like I said, I bought it for $25. It's sat around so long, it's good riddance almost. So if you can train your brain to think like that, it's a win-win situation.
John was saying that you should try in comparison the eBay AI. He's like, I'm dead. I just did one now, and the eBay AI is nonsense. Maybe some good fun to try on your live.
It is okay. I'll do that. Yeah. So if I were to, let me see, how can I test it without ruining? Oh yes, here I'll go here.
And then Pretend like you're going to relist something. Is that what you're doing?
If I go here and I edit this, and then I'm going to copy and save it. Here's what I'll do. I know what to do. We'll see if I screw it up and ruin everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is come over here to this description, and I'm going to save it. Copy. Now, I'm just going to, now watch. It's all that beautiful verbiage that actually made sense.
Right.
This vintage George Nelson for Herman Miller sofa is a true gem from the 50s. With its mid-century modern design, it's not wrong. It is a perfect addition to, how do they know it's
they
perfect?
say
That's
everything is a
subjective.
perfect addition to any collection.
What if
of
it's not?
collectibles.
What if
They
it's
say
slightly
that
off? What if it's
every
only 99%?
single time.
It's not. They're lying.
Like Ryan said, they would do it
Liars.
on a 5-cent card.
Made it in United States. This sofa is a rare find and sure to impress any enthusiast
So
that you allow into your house to
such
sit on it.
fluff. That's so.
Its unique sectional design and handmade construction make it handmade.
Where
when
did
I
it
say
get that?
handmade? Make it a one-of-a-kind piece that will stand the test of time. Now, there is, for vintage furniture, in item specifics, there is a box for yes or no. Handmade,
is that,
yes or
is
no.
that clicked by mistake?
It probably isn't clicked at all. And they're just going wingy wing a dang.
Oh wait, now I need to go look.
Well, I can look here, can't I?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Where are my items?
Go to show more.
That's not exciting.
It's not even in there.
Handmade, no. Look, I said no.
What? See?
Look at that. It says
come
no.
on, eBay, you dummies.
And it said handmade construction. That is a lie.
And then, so then.
Is
Yes,
there a 911 to eBay?
It comes
911.
It comes down to the seller's responsibility to make sure that this is correct.
Yeah.
However,
I'm on hold at eBay right now.
how many times though, when someone's listing a ton of stuff, they may mistakenly skip over every single
Oh,
thing.
hello. Thank you for calling eBay. You've
How
been a
many
member for
returns are
25
there
years.
because
You can
the-
go straight to hell and do not collect gold. I'm Satan.
How many returns because of AI descriptions being obnoxious?
Seriously, though, I love eBay.
Oh, right. Patricia was saying she uses the pool noodles to stabilize objects between the corrugated sheets. I forgot about
Pool noodles is a... So let's talk about big frames. Let's talk about frames, Janes. When we ship framed items, I have shipped these, if some of you probably know these kind of 1950s mirror boxes. They're like a shelf. They've got a mirror behind it, and they've got like 2 wings, and they've got like some artwork, 50s artwork or stuff. I can't remember the name of them. I've sold dozens of them. And you take, but also any framed artwork at all.
Quick, can you put
the pool
the other
noodle,
one back?
and you slice it down the side, and you fit that onto your frame. That's how you keep a picture in a frame, and then you put that into a box, and that thing is almost bulletproof.
Actually, that's really worked nicely.
What
Okay,
do we need? Undo
Quick,
this?
Yes, undo it. Undo it.
It's so bad. It's
Undo
stuck. It's stuck. No. Okay, try again.
There.
I'll try again.
It's just gonna say the same old stupid
No,
stuff.
this one's way
Whoa.
more lines of garbage.
This sofa is something else, isn't it?
With its sleek lines and comfortable sectional design.
Patricia, thanks. She sent a photo to your Instagram.
Instagram. Okay, does it say anything else?
So
it's a lie.
a unique and stylish look that is short. Like it doesn't. It's literally just selling you with fluffy words. It's not really giving you any
But can I
important
honestly, though,
information.
is it not true that they?
How many times can they say something is unique? How many
But
different versions?
Would you
of
be
saying
ashamed?
that?
I feel like I would be ashamed of a tech company that is boasting AI products,
It
and
now
it
says-
comes out like this.
Okay,
this.
so point out. They're like, it is not. This is the
It's
second
reading.
AI. It is not handmade, but its timeless design and exceptional built quality make it valuable addition to any collection. Why are you saying it? Why would it say it is not handmade?
Because I just went and clicked and unclicked on that thing.
That's so weird.
I made sure it knew.
Like, why do you want to say anything is not? It's like adding a negative.
Because it's not real AI. It's tiny people
Yeah.
back there actually writing it.
Oh, so Patricia hot glued the pool noodle segments to the corrugated.
What was she sending? I forget.
A photo.
A big photo? Oh no, what was she sending with the corrugated? I have to go look.
And can you, before you lose
A
anything
photo.
here,
She put the pool noodles on the photo.
a photo to you.
She
Before
put the
you
pool noodles
lose,
on it.
before you lose what
Are you even listening to
copied.
yourself? Are you asleep right now?
I know what you're saying. What was she shipping out that
Yeah.
required
What was
pool
it?
noodles?
What was it? Undo AI. Okay, now
Well,
I'm gonna
look
save
at the
this.
photo. Maybe you'll
I'm
see.
going over there. I have so many things to do. Why don't you look at it? Trying to split
I don't know
the.
your login to Instagram.
I will give you my login, lady. Login lady.
That sounds
Oh, you're
gross.
you're login lady from Twin Peaks.
The log lady.
Login lady. Okay, what am I doing? Where am I going? Instagram. Thank you. Ouch.
Yeah, so Basket Noodle's been talking about just the searching for items and stuff, and is saying that the first thing that eBay needs to do is make finding what people want easier. That begins with a simple navigation into a category before ever searching.
Ooh, look at that. That's pretty spectacular.
Patricia,
That's
nice.
spectacular.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. That'll work. It's so I see that it makes me cringe a little bit, Patricia, because I have shipped, we probably gathered a dozen of these clocks, and then at some point I sold them all. Like I tend to go in collections. I sell my collections of collections. So we sold a whole bunch of these clocks all sort of at the same time, and it was just a pain in the tuchus.
So
and I see her. Look at this paper in here. Doesn't that just
know.
remind you of how terrible it all is?
I don't know if we should share that or not, but it is.
Can we share it?
I don't know.
Can we?
I don't want you to show because right
Yeah, I
there
know,
it
I see
shows that.
I'm gonna save image. Hold on, I got it.
Um,
I got it. Is it okay, Patricia, if I share it? If it's just the picture, nothing else around it?
yeah. We just downloaded the photo, so it would only be a photo. But now I see, how she hot glues. That's
I assume she'll be okay with it.
interesting.
Did she say anything? Did
She
say
just says,
no?
a lot less weight than wood, and I cover
Yes.
with another corrugated sheet. And
Here, I'm gonna show you. There it is.
okay.
So that makes a ton of sense. So if these are being hot glued down to the paper, these won't move. These will, keep that in the circle of trust.
Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, she said sure.
And then you put the only thing I don't so what happens on the edges? Do you just fold down around the pool noodle and that's the edge of your box? So on the top, bottom, left and right, you just the pool noodle makes the edge of the box. Or what's the final product? Sheet on the top, sheet on the bottom.
And
Pool
then
noodles in
probably
between.
another exterior box, I'm guessing, a wrap or something of
I mean, it depends. I don't think you need that.
miter box to cut noodles.
Yes, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Um,
And then you just get thick enough cardboard, and then it should be fine. It's funny how so many, if you have like pictures, we never
she
lost a
covers
picture.
with another corrugated sheet.
Okay, so yeah, because we've never lost a picture. We've never lost. We just really don't lose stuff.
Yeah,
But
the pool noodles are great.
pool noodles are a secret trick. So, and again, when you are shipping a framed item, slice a pool noodle all the way down the side of it, and put that over the frame on all four sides. Then tape it around all the way
She
around.
uses stretch wrap to hold the sandwich together.
There you go. That sounds perfect.
And
I'm going
basket
to use that technique in the future if I have to ship any more of these kind of things.
basket noodle a while back was
Love it. I just added Patricia's. I just like the Matrix when Neo's like in the room where he learns stuff. He's like, I just learned how to fly a helicopter. It's like I just learned how to package a clock. So that's
Wait,
permanently
it's like
part of me. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the white room.
Yeah. Been shipping them 12 years, no problem, no damage.
Nice. How many more clocks do you have, Patricia? Holy cow. I mean, there was a
And look at
time
how
when you couldn't
beautiful
not
it
buy
is.
them. They were just lousy everywhere. And it was before the video game times when video games were everywhere. But there was like, I would guess it was the 2000s. Maybe it was the 90s where you basically just, people
Sandwich.
wanted to get rid of their pre-1980s stuff. They just were just like, nah, this stuff is gross. And I was like, oh, really? $1? Thanks. I'll buy 17 of those. What do I do now?
Well, you don't have the chat open.
Shall we go to chat? Okay, here we are. Let's see. Okay, there's where she sent us the thing. Basket noodles. A lot of products. Basket noodle always talking sense.
I know. I always am very interested with what Basket Noodle has to say.
Talks about real stuff.
Yeah, and he's
Coaching the
talking about
search due to
search
enterprise.
results.
Yeah. I liked the idea of Josh saying, so I'm going to talk to him and we're going to form a club. He doesn't know it yet. And we're going to do the $35. Maybe, I think ours will be a little better. Something like $50 a day to join our reseller chat.
Hey, Joanne,
So
you're
where we
back.
tell you how to, not $50 a day. I meant $50 a day, but really probably more like $50 a year. But to actually tell people how to survive, I thought that was also a really smart thing, a way to look at what's important. Because I don't think we're I don't think we're like out of this thing. I think we better be ready to turn and churn and burn like
Can
at
you
any
repeat
given
the
time.
first part of what you said?
I have no idea what I said. This is way too late in the
I'm
show.
sorry, I was reading stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm asleep. I have painted my eyeballs.
You were saying Josh was talking about figuring out how much you need to make on a daily basis?
No.
What?
No.
Oh.
He was specifically talking about the model of making money, teaching people how to resell.
Oh, right. Instead of teaching them how to survive.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of just saying, do this,
Essentially,
this.
teach them how to fish. Instead of giving them fish. So here's all your bolos. Go out and find these. Well, not only does it mess with the ecosystem, but if enough people are looking for that, it crashes the market on there. The only way to really get by, really good way to get by, another reference to another YouTuber, which I think was maybe Beard at this point. I don't know. My notes suck. Talking AI description, scrolling, impulsive, quick-minded. I don't even know what I was saying there. Sipping coffee and scrolling. Oh, that specific thing I was saying, the AI description for our couch, knowing your customer, someone looking at our couch would be specifically, they might be sipping coffee, looking at Eames furniture,
and
enjoy our description.
Yeah.
Because it reads well.
Well, and I was just thinking too, like thinking of when you had your brick and mortar, if someone were to walk in the store,
I got to tell them a story.
you would be telling them.
I have to tell them a story.
You always did that, and that's why I was like, I can't
Before anybody
run
gives
this
you,
store. I don't know crap about any of this.
Somebody's going to give you $2,000 for a table. They want a story. I'm not kidding at all. I mean, that's like kind of.
It is true.
That
And
was my brand. It's still my brand, I guess.
You're really good at that. And Harbor's Hope, aloha.
Aloha.
And Basket Noodle was saying, imagine walking into Walmart and every product at eBay is there. Now go try to find the stuff.
You're right.
Right. There's a reason why there's, departments and stuff.
But it was it Beard saying, okay, so this job, a lot of this job is about rules and learning rules and learning how not to do things. But my life has been pretty much designed or whatever by knowing the exceptions to the rules, and that's my angle always. So I'm looking for the angle that doesn't follow the rules, because everyone's sitting around following the rules. I'm going to do the thing. Well, I'm not saying that I don't follow the rules. I'm just looking for the angles or for the things that I'm not going to go to a reseller group that's going to tell me what to buy. But like Josh was alluding to,
Right.
teach a horse how to fish, and you can't drink him to water. That's what I'm talking about. Am I right?
Teach a horse how to fish and you can't lead them to water.
Isn't that how it goes?
You said drink them to water.
I like turtle slash.
Silver Hair was saying you
Yes.
can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him fish.
Yeah, I know. What's interesting though, Silver Hair, anybody's had horses in their lives, the horse troughs have goldfish in it. That's how you keep them clean. So the horses never ate the fish. I always thought that was cute.
Like, I don't like fish. I like horses.
Horses are nice. Apparently, we're going to be eating a lot more of them soon. We're going to start raising more horses for food in America.
Oh, God.
Just what we need.
Oh boy, I don't know about that.
I'm gonna ride my horse to McDonald's and see what happens.
Axe Monkey, she was saying, you guys are crazy shippers. I don't go in an eBay. If it doesn't go in an eBay standard envelope, I'm like, ugh.
But that's kind of what I'm saying right now is that the success is in the stuff that no one wants to touch in a way, or knowing a piece of information that no one else knows. So don't give it away all the time. Having a line on Bolos or places where you can get stuff. It's kind of like maybe you should.
Quirky pick a chat.
Quirky pick a chat. I don't want to. Certainly not going to keep all the secrets, but telling you what and where I get my stuff is not as important as how to sell your stuff. Is that right? I think I'm trying to be very, very super smart right now. I'm trying to be, but it's not working. I try to think and nothing happens. So if it is the fish, you got to teach the how to go source, how to use your brain, how to like figure out the stuff that's going to sell and flip it, switch it, fire it up. You got to move
Shows
it
her
around.
finds. Learn how to ship golf bags.
Golf bags. Well, I'll do that.
And Biff was saying, let me tell you, the older you do get, the more rules they're going to try to get you to follow.
And the more rules I'm going to break because I'm old and I forgot. Right?
Well, right. You don't feel as invincible the older you get.
I'm definitely
I've
ask for
always been a
forgiveness,
rule
not for
follower.
permission type person. Which,
Yeah.
not like killing somebody and then saying sorry. But I'm saying that, oops, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to.
Can't teach an old fish new tricks. That's funny because our show on Monday was teaching a old dog new tricks, which was about
We did. We learned new stuff.
With the way we approached eBay now.
And thanks again, Jenna. I really appreciate that. It's going off again in my brain, going tingle. We have been working very hard, and it has paid off, and that's great. And what I would offer from that is that same mentality, which is like, if it ain't working, if it is working, don't fix it. Lean into it, and if it ain't working, you do have to do something about it, because the world has changed, and it may someday go back, but it probably won't. And I find that making money and having money to pay our bills and go to Costco and get the cheese pizza instead of the hot dog, that's what I need from life. That's all I need.
And Axe Monkey,
and also
she's saying that
need to go to Hawaii.
she had enough shipping fun in the first 10 years of eBay, and now the next 10 years she's focused on what she can handle shipping. I can't deal with big, bulky, and weird. And
we
that's
did that
sort
too.
of what we shifted to. In
Guess when we shifted?
2019, we started going smaller, right?
No, it really wasn't until last year when everything turned to hell.
Well, no, we took there was 2019, and then we didn't do much at all. We didn't, during the past couple of years.
We did have, we kept our same business model until I guess last year. When we started to sell records and we started to consciously, so in 2019, I just decided to sell all the stuff. And I started with arcade games and video games and it was bigger stuff and furniture. We did that. And then last year we really shifted to selling the old records, the 45s, things that we could we really tried to shift our business towards the smaller stuff. What happened was our business suffered significantly. Mm-hmm. So now what we've done, as along with some other changes, we've gone not back to just bigger stuff, but definitely stuff other people don't want to ship, things that are just sitting here fracking our hoard, and adding in all those small things in addition to, which then gives us sort of not necessarily two revenue streams, but the big annoying stuff goes for a lot of money. And we're trying to find denser stuff like those Mercedes radios, and those are worth, $500 or $600, and it's a 10-pound item, but I don't mind doing anything I can do on my magic desk here. Seems okay.
Oh my God, she's
Thank you.
Wait, what is that called?
The dab? Oh, she dabbed. I dabbed. I'm dabbing. Wait, how do you dab?
In the show that Beard and John did last night that we watched this morning, Beard had mentioned how, out west, sourcing is a little easier, more year round, where especially
Yes.
where we're from, it's a lot more difficult. We
Ours
don't
is
have a lot
very like the winter. There's none
people
at all.
aren't clearing out all their stuff during the winter. They don't want to have to like deal with the cold, the carrying, like you know.
There's
so
snow blowers in the
it's
garage.
Slim pickings
You know,
around
it's like
here. So
the
that is
whole-
when having a death pile really comes in handy, because you can focus on your death pile during the colder months, the winter months.
We
or
calculated
in
we
months where
couldn't-
there's not a lot of sourcing available.
If we listed 100 items a day, we could not get out of here in a year. That's 360.
Oh, or it's a sneeze into the elbow.
No,
Okay,
three.
which one is it?
35,000.
Oh, Axe Monkey. Yeah, I'm definitely starting a second eBay store for just paper goods. Your results convinced me. That's awesome.
I believe this is the future. Now, is it going to remain this way forever? I just think this gives you a little bit. I think this gives you not an algorithm. It may give you an algorithmic boost. I think it gives you a human, like a master salesman boost. So the fact that people who buy ephemera aren't necessarily into Banjo-Kazooie. Like, they don't want to see Banjo-Kazooie. Maybe. I'm just saying. And some of it's age related. Some of it's, maybe older people like your stuff. So why put toys in there? Like, so that's, yeah. I think it's a great idea. I don't want to have it backfire and be held accountable, though. So thank you very much.
Well, I mean, there's a
How can
reason
it
why
backfire?
when you go into a department store, you don't have the video people selling you the jewelry isn't in the same case as the video games.
Yeah, you
or
could
the,
certainly look at it that way.
Because you want to feel that the person they know what they're selling and
Isn't
talking
that
about.
salesman a video game salesman? And isn't the appliance person an appliance salesman? And isn't the... So, to use your department store analogy, which you most certainly can, I don't feel like a department
Yes.
store. I feel different as the boutique with found like awesome objects, and then the media store is definitely media, clothing store is definitely clothing, and then yes, our other two stores, you could call them department stores, but they don't have specific
Well,
departments.
we are the umbrella, and
Yes.
then we are the Kohl's, Macy's, JCPenney, and then within that we have each of our eBay department store, the
sort of.
separated departments.
Yeah.
But Woody, reselling with Woody was asking, how do you divide your time with YouTube and reselling? I find it difficult, but reselling always comes first. I mean, we have 2 days.
Trying to do.
We have two. We do a Monday show and a Wednesday show.
We
so-
don't do either one perfectly.
Yeah.
So eBay, YouTube suffers the most, but we have tons and tons of videos shot that we don't have time to edit. So coming on doing lives, that's sort of the only way we can give as much attention as eBay needs, because
YouTube.
every time
Oh.
we try to edit a video, it takes all day.
Yeah. So in our
Lives.
our lives are 2 hours each live. So Monday and Wednesday, and then he'll do a members live, which can vary in time.
But that I
and the
usually am
day
doing
might
work.
vary.
I'm actually doing something that I had to do anyway during the live. Which is
Wait, who was it one day was like, oh, I think this video is more helping you than us, because he was like packaging something during the video.
I ask questions. I do some learning there, and we like to talk about. It's like maybe that's where I share the real bolos, or I don't really have real bolos. I just there's something else I have written down here, which is interesting. I really don't know where I got all this information, but I did say part of the reselling game is just the gathering of information, having your hands in a ton of different, knowing a little bit about a lot of things is super good for resellers. Now, of course, basically when you're dealing with, should I buy that or not? I know, I can't say that I don't really make mistakes. The question is, do I push myself beyond my comfort zone? And as I've done that this summer, I haven't made any mistakes. In fact, we've literally found $1,000, like several $1,000+ items that we wouldn't have even looked for before.
Yeah. I mean, you're just.
I think it's
you
time.
are a sponge.
I think it's time.
Your brain is a sponge, and you're still able to soak up information. For me, it's just a sieve.
Yeah, everything
Goes
leaks out
in
of you.
and meh. Yeah.
But here's the thing: is that I've been doing this since I was a kid. I mean, literally a kid. I would look at stuff and lust after it and be like, "I'm gonna own a Pac-Man someday." So my brain has always been focused on that.
Biff, you just need a Sbarro's and an Orange Julius, and it will all be complete.
They took away our many years ago now, but we had the cutest little Dairy Queen in the old north end of our town, and you could go over there and get a hot fudge milkshake every once in a while. It was so good. And they went lame, and they got rid of the Dairy Queen franchise, and they went to something that's like a Dairy Queen ripoff called QT's. And then it served exactly the same food, like exactly the same.
Yeah, it was just like, right, not the franchise anymore.
It just didn't have them.
And Mike was saying if
And
you
then they
really
bowled it
if you
over.
want to stuff your face, you should.
Yes,
the
I do.
baked chicken at Costco.
Oh, I've had that thing, the chicken tube. You've had the chicken tube before.
I don't remember. Was it stuffed? I don't.
Yeah, it's got like
remember.
molten chicken lava on the inside, and then you have like third-degree burns on the top of your mouth. Yeah, I've had that chicken
I
lava.
thought it
Thanks.
was smelling it.
You're trying to kill me? Basket needle. So ignorance isn't bliss. No, unfortunately.
And I have a brain. I'm out of touch. Can't feel a thing.
Well, I don't have anything important to say anymore. I'm gonna stop.
I don't. But yeah, so the Golf Exchange was saying that packaging golf bags, it might seem like a little overwhelming, but once you get the hang of it, it's not at all. And that's how it is with everything. You know, you've shipped huge things, and at first they were overwhelming, but then you got used to it. You got your system down, and then you were good.
Wait, this goes with my look. I was just paused. I have to put this back on.
Oh, Biff doesn't like the chicken bake.
No, I have to agree.
I
The
don't
chicken
totally
bake
remember
is,
it because my brain just leaks everything
It's
out.
really large. It's a very large tube of chicken, and it's really hot. That's what I know about it. I mean, it doesn't taste bad or anything. In fact, I think they use the rotisserie chickenaries in it, and what it tastes like is a bread tube that has like a thick chicken soup in it with chicken chunks. So it's a bread tube of chicken soup.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sort of like a movie. If it's not that great, I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah. You have had it before, but it
Okay.
and it leaks. It's got squeezy.
Huh.
It's got the squeezy syndrome.
Mystery goose with ham pieces baked with cheese.
It has the cheese on the outside, what gives it a
Ooh.
crispy, crumbled kind of texture on the outside.
I like cheese.
You do goose, yeah.
Oh, mystery goose. Oh, okay.
It's hot though. That we know. 3rd-degree burns. They have an ambulance there for everybody who buys a chicken bake. They got an ambulance standing right by. Backed in, like emergency one.
Oh,
Oh,
a giant hot pocket. Right. Okay. Right. I have no idea why I was not realizing it.
Are you okay?
Just,
Are you ready?
I'm a real dingbat.
Why are we off center? I don't like how we're
I
centered.
did not
here.
realize that you were talking about the food court chicken bake.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
What
for
other
some reason my mind went to the rotisserie chicken and thinking, you know how they have the prepared meals
What other
that you
chicken
cook,
tube
that you cook at
what are
home.
you talking about?
I have no idea. Yes, I've had a chicken bake. Yes,
And they're
but
hot.
I still don't remember it totally standing out as anything that great.
It's one of those. It's like Trader Joe's food where, yeah, it's good, and then you're like, oh, it's bland, and then you gotta wait a while, and then you're like,
You're
oh,
like,
it's good, oh, it's bland.
And then you go, oh wait, I can't taste anything because I just scorched the roof of my mouth, and
Yeah.
now it's all numb and
That's actually
blistery.
how you lose weight from it, Mike Gertis. You ruin your mouth for a couple days.
Yes,
It
the
is big
Roto
enough
chicken is the best.
for some, for a few people actually, especially kids, because Pokey, Pokes. Are you gonna come up and say hi for the ending?
Aw.
Is it time for the end yet? Because I really have to go
We
You're gonna package these things in wood.
I was like all happy, and then all of a sudden I reminded myself
I have to package the things in wood.
And then my brain went, it shut down.
Yes, we had Major Win, did you see the pizza couch? It had 3 pizzas on it. I mean, everything's food. Can't have to. My acceptance speech is at 7 this evening. I received the Penguin Party nomination by a thin margin. Vote Penguin Party. What is Penguin Party? Is that legit? I have to look.
Remember that? What was that? The Search of the Penguins. What was that documentary? Oh, that was so good. From like 2000.
Where the dude's a loser and stays with the kid all the time?
It was so cute.
You mean that one?
Yeah.
It's not. Vote for the penguin. Well, you actually vote for the penguin. It's a penguin. Okay. I feel like the penguin that circulates around our Tiki community? The penguin.
No.
He gets all over the place, and then he gets...
No, I remember.
Bad things happen to the poor penguin.
Oh, the little inflatable penguin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he's a
I thought
blow
you were talking
mold.
about somebody talking or wearing a penguin costume.
You don't know what's happening a lot.
I really don't.
No, we gotta stop. We gotta
I
stop
think so.
talking. I don't play, but I'm in love with the name Ping. Where's Ping? Why isn't Ping here? Somebody go get Ping and make her watch our show. I need her to be over here.
Well, she doesn't play golf.
Ping is the name of a golf club.
Yeah.
The Dairy Queen had Dairy King murdered after he was screwing around with Office Max.
So Golf Exchange is saying that. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
The details in the listing description field is
Pull my hair, I'll remember this
beneficial,
forever.
even
It's
if
going in
you're-
the book.
You're using the AI. They help to amplify the linguistics correlation relevance.
I wrote it down
between
with a screwdriver. in my
title
book.
and images.
I will never forget you pulling my hair just now.
Do you know what I just read?
Nope.
Why don't you try reading that?
Where was it?
The Golf Exchange.
Hey, Primo, the extra details in the listing description field are beneficial, even if you're using AI synthesized. They help to amplify the linguistic correlation relevance between titles and images. I don't deny that, because they're trying pictures and words, whatever, mixing those together. Yeah, it's not really the right way to say that, but I am saying that. But I do think that their AI is atrocious. It's atrocious. Is it still learning something in the background? Maybe, but it's so far behind tangibly that we can see it's unusable, and anybody that uses it, I think, is following the script.
If you're using it, if you're selling collectibles and using the AI, just always delete this collectible is something
Just
you need for
delete
your
the AI.
collection. It is a
Delete the
dead
AI.
giveaway that you just used AI.
And that wouldn't be a problem if the information was presented like...
Because they use it in every single listing. This collectible is for any collector. Oh, here's the pizza.
Here's the pizza couch. In case you
Major
missed
win.
it. It looked from right here, it definitely looks like 3 pepperoni pizzas. I don't think you can argue with that.
Or there were a couple of corpses on it.
And
3
they
corpse.
disintegrated into
Yeah.
pizzas. But if you look at it from the top, it's a very classy design there. However, the important part was, I got to put you small, is just how amazing I can't believe I have to package wood things today. We're not going to make it.
No. Oh boy.
Back here where you see this beautiful, I love it. This beautiful description is from Gemini, Google's Gemini AI, not even an eBay product, and you ask it to make
John told us about this.
Yeah, he's putting it out there, and it's probably the coolest thing I've seen in a little while, a few weeks at least. But I say make an eBay item that's listing that's bulletized and
Optimized. Bulletization, or what was it?
And it put out more stuff than this that I actually got rid of stuff. Not an eBay product, but look at it. key features, authenticity, that this is right. Everything's perfect. It's listing the dimensions all perfectly. So I don't think there's any comparison to this tripe right here.
Yeah.
It's a true gem. It'll stand out in any living room. American furniture. Don't miss this chance at owning.
So this
insert
is the
item here.
This was the second AI that eBay came up with. The first one, though, said any collector would like to add this to their collection or something like that.
And it has not been handmade, they say now.
Yeah, and originally said it was handmade, where
Even though the button was
the
clicked. for
no
them.
handmade was
Untrustworthy, waste of time, waste of energy.
Lionic is in love with that hot diarrhea couch. And Major Win was saying how
The pizza diarrhea.
he got
couch.
massive food poisoning from one of those Costco
Yikes.
chicken bakes and had puking and brains out
I feel
by
like
the mouth and the bottom for a full week.
No offense to who was recommending it. Was it Mike? No offense.
I don't think were you showing that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who mentioned that, but I'm not against chicken bakes. But it does have sort of the vibe that it could give you a little
The
bit of
school
squirts or
lunchroom
something. It has a
vibe.
little squirt vibe to
Yeah.
it. So I believe you that. Yeah, never again. Never again.
Hey, Record Crate! Hey!
Record crates here, and Jack has stopped in here.
Oh, hey, Jack!
Maybe I should ask ChatGPT to write my descriptions. Yeah, that's what we did. Did we just show? Well, we just showed them, so I'm guessing you. But not ChatGPT. Sorry, Gemini. Yes, I'll try ChatGPT, but I've done that before. I wasn't impressed when I did it, but it was a long time ago, like maybe a year or more ago. So I have been on a tear to find a proper scan a record, scan a book, scan a flat thing, make a listing for me program. List Perfectly seems to be on the ball towards that. Vendu had it, but they retracted it because it wasn't good enough. eBay is not even honorable mention. eBay is not even AI. eBay's AI is like 3 sentences just swirled around. That's not AI. This Gemini thing is, though, for sure.
I was just reading.
Please, let's talk.
Someone, I don't know where I was just reading that. Just
see.
how
Still can't drink
seeing
purple.
a paragraph in a description, some people, it turns people away. We're using it for our shop.
Fancy
We want to use it for our shop that has like the really high priced items.
Fancy stuff.
Where if we had a brick and mortar and someone came into our store, you're going to want to upsell it or not upsell. You're going to want to sell it by talking with the person. So this is our way of someone walking in the store and schmoozing with them.
So you see
to
this
try to get
sofa
them
here.
to buy it.
Just to go over it one last time. It's got a good title. I'm fine with my title.
Because we're expecting someone to spend, $4,500. Oh.
Yeah, so, and if you come in here and see this lousy description, you might as well just have a chicken bake squirt right on this because you're not going to buy it.
I wouldn't even read that
No,
at
you
all.
wouldn't. But if you saw this, you're sipping your coffee. You get $5,000 in your back pocket and you're going to buy this sofa, or maybe you are. You're going to buy something. You're rich. Pretend like you don't have to do anything. You're sipping coffee. You're looking over a hard copy of the New York Times. You got some, I don't know, snickerdoodle poodles. What do they call those things? What's an expensive dog? Can't think of one. Your electric car's warming up in the driveway. I don't think they warm up. Whatever. You're a rich guy. You get a lot of sort of rich. I don't know how to explain this because it's so
I want to
difficult.
read the top paragraph and I would go right down to the bullet points.
But the point is that people who have money, who I'm trying to attract with my expensive stuff, want more than just what a 45 record buyer wants.
But I do also want to say when I
Please
had
say I'm right
my
first.
job, you're totally right.
Thank you.
When the job I had before working
I'm so right.
full time with eBay, I remember being told that I would say too much stuff, too much detail and stuff, and they'd be like, no, you need to just simplify it. Like,
You still do that a little
get the
bit.
point across.
Yeah, yeah. This is a profession.
This is, well,
Salesman.
right.
Salesperson.
The bullet points are definitely simplified. The top paragraph I could live without, but it's,
Cram it down your throat anyway.
But if somebody wants to, they literally can just go right to the bullet points because, as John was saying, the bold print makes it stand out, so somebody's eyes can go right to that and just ignore the paragraph at the top.
And Golf Exchange, they're turning both things into math. You said that, but it's very true. I mean, the only way for computers to deal with people is through math. It's all math because computers, they do the math. I don't do the math so well.
And Jack got
I'm almost 3 years
Jack
old.
got a huge load of CDs, right? You said CDs, Jack. Is that what I saw? 10,000.
You got 10,000. Yes, I think he said that. Oh, you didn't say major win was at a Panamanian Costco because that was probably like, was it chicken?
Oh, it was the last one on the rack too.
You.
I'm totally one of those people where I'm like,
No.
oh no, last.
No,
one,
you don't eat it if it's the last 10.
Even if it's the last thing in the grocery store.
And she needs the
I'm like,
11th
no.
one, and she picks it from the back of all the items. So that
I'm
thing
like,
has to like
that last one there. Somebody brought it to the counter, decided against it, and then it
sat
sat
out
in
in
a
the,
cart
like,
waiting for an employee to go put
in
it
the
back
beer
on the
aisle
shelf.
for 10 hours, and then it finally made it back to Chicken Bake Town, and
Yes.
they put it back in the
Lag, and I agree with you. So
the line.
Lag is saying, I have to tell the truth. I never scroll down. I just look at the pictures. And I was looking for something yesterday on eBay, and I use the pictures. I scroll through all the pictures, and then if I like what I see in the pictures, then I scroll down to get more detail. But if the
This is
pictures,
how most people shop, I
the
think.
pictures are my first impression.
But that's what they tell you. eBay tells you that.
it's like
Pictures,
a person,
title,
the first impression. If they don't
rest.
seem interesting, then you don't want to bother
But
sticking around talking to them.
let's say your pictures are great. Now, assume the people are going to go to your title. Don't lose them there. And then the next thing they're going to do is burp.
Well, right. I look to see if the title has any info that I would find valuable, like maybe a size of something. But I still always go down to the details because that's where people make mistakes. They copy and paste. They have templates, blah, blah, blah. So if I ever see that there's a discrepancy between like a size in the item specifics and then the size noted in the description, I email and I'm like, hey, you have two different sizes here. What's up? And it's like, oh, yeah, well, their tag is this, but they actually measure this. Well, then you might want to say that in your description.
Just say it ahead of time
The
so I don't
tag
have to call
says
you.
this, but they've been
Imagine
washed,
how
worn, they
many
measure this.
impulsive people, as our world gets more impulsive, people want instant gratification. People are looking for reasons almost not to buy your stuff. You know, I'm going to find the thing that just doesn't trigger me the most or something. And that's going to be the path of least resistance.
So I'm wondering, Major Win, just your quick take on this. So especially with vintage stuff, you know, the tags, the sizing is so different than modern day sizing. But when you are listing something in the title, do you put the size tag or do you put like what
See
it
you, Golf
actually
Exchange.
measures? See you, Golf Exchange. Thanks for being here.
Have a great day. Wait, what'd you say? I heard you.
I was
but
just
then I forgot.
asking if Major Win, if they put what something measures,
Oh, right.
especially like on vintage stuff, or they put the tag.
That's interesting because I'm trying to pour her. She's trying to pour herself into some Guess jeans, which I can't wait to see. And I just want to make sure you get the right ones with the little zippers on the bottom. But anyway, they're all coming back. They're measuring different than the tags. And I've never put in two measurements. And yet it seems so important in this particular instance where we're trying to get you some Guess jeans.
Oh, I was looking at the jeans.
Vintage
and
ones.
The tag is the waist measurement, but in the paragraph it had a different number. So I emailed the person. I just said, oh, I'm just noticing that, the tag says this, but you're saying it's a different size. They literally said it was a
And then
different
remember I
size.
asked,
They didn't
and I was
say
like
it
all smart,
measures this.
and I was like, does the old Guess jeans, do they have spandex
so Major
in
Win
them? They
puts
don't.
both. We put the tag value, and then if we can fit the measurement in the title, we will.
Oh.
Or we definitely put it in the description.
So you do both.
And then, or in the
That seems
item
smart. That seems.
the item specifics, you can put the tag, and then item specifics often will ask like for the waist measurement or the.
I hear from
whatever length.
clothing sales people that people don't know how chubby they are in real life, but that's how you get returns. But if you can provide both measurements, at least you have a fighting chance that way.
And Quirky Picker says, I don't like to use the background removers on my photos. It makes them look too fake. Do you use Photo Room? Because Photo Room is excellent. And the problem with Photo Room is that it can make your items look like you're using stock
There are
photos.
no problems with Photo Room. How dare you do not install Photo Room? Thank you.
Way back when we first started using Photo Room, we had a few people say, is this a stock photo? Or
It's so good.
or do you have the item? And so what we do is our main photo is the edited nice Photo Room photo,
Excuse me.
and then the rest of the photos are not edited ones, so people can hopefully scroll and see that it is an item we actually have.
Where am I? I thought we were at Disneyland.
Blah blah blah. Okay, guess what time it is?
It's time to go. I don't even
Oh,
have
and Biff
to
was
check
saying
the
how
clock.
many of us when buying on Amazon go to the 1-star review first? Yep.
I will. You're right. You're absolutely right. You go to the 1-star just to see if it's complete garbage or if that's a crackpot. Thank you.
So, Major Win, we always aim a half up in measure count. We very rarely get returns due to size.
So, question: would that be if it's a little bit loose on you? You're not gonna return it. If it's too tight, of course you're gonna return it.
And
But what if you want an exact fit like Goldilocks? What if you need a Goldilocks
can you
fit?
stop? And Major Win, thank you, because this is what I was thinking too. He said, for example, tag size 8, size 10 as measured. In the title, if you have room.
Now, I saw her looking up all these size charts and everything. Is there one place that gives you, like, when you say
Size
it's
charts,
size
that
10
was
as
for-
measured, what size 10, who said what size 10 is?
Oh, true.
Like, what year was size 10 measured? Like, is there one
It's
place
modern
to go?
size 10.
Is there one place to go to get that? Just one website? Because
Well-
if you go look it up, there's 50 different people measuring stuff. Is there one that people trust?
Okay, I'm getting hot and sweaty now. It's when you're saying
Should I
saying
button
it's,
this
you're
up?
you're referring to
Do
the
I need to
modern
button this
10.
up?
You're not like, oh, I'm selling this 1960 size
sweetie.
8, but it really measures size 10 1980s. You're
Right.
saying it measures size 10 modern times.
Sweetie, this is as high as the buttons will go. I know you're getting hot and sweaty, but that's all I can do.
you stop?
Do you want to hand me a jacket? I'll put it on. I'm sorry to get you all bothered. What?
But if you go up a little, at least it's a little loose. Yeah, right always comes back. A little loose helps with going to Costco food court. Yes,
need
and
a little
everyone
extra.
thinks they're smaller than what they really are. That's a good strategy. Major Win.
As a buyer, I rely on the seller standard garment measurements, pit to pit, etc. Okay, because you know your measurements, and is pit to pit and shoulders. Well, actually, all the measurements are important because then the length is like, is it going to cover my belly? I don't know. We have to see. So if you guys get a whole bunch of orders, now I'm just going to order all your clothing and just shop like it's Amazon.
Yeah, Patricia, I
Closet or
rely on
whatever.
the measurements too. The pit to pit, the waist flat, or you double it. And then yeah.
And even I know my pit to pit size. I mean, come on, that's the most important size. And I also know my belly size. Like I need a 25 long to make sure. In case I lean backwards or forwards, I need to make sure there's some
And Major
coverage.
Win was saying that he meant to say we really get returns due to
lunch.
I lost it.
We
Sorry.
rarely get returns due to lunch.
Sorry, I
Thank
was
you.
talking about the actual measurement, not the size.
Okay, we gotta go because we don't know what
I
we're
think
doing
my
anymore.
brain is literally freezing right now. It's like locking up. I think.
Yeah.
these headphones are like a vice.
Can you just choose? Where's the song so we could go now? This one?
Jack, it was great seeing you again.
Thanks, Jack, for showing up. Thank you, Major Win and
Everyone,
Patricia,
thank you.
Axe Monkey, Ryan, and Mike Gertis,
Harlan.
Biff Boffo
Thank
with
you,
the
Major
Big
Win,
Blue
for
Wrench,
the
Quirky Picker
super
Town,
chats. WTF, Wag, everyone, we're bad. Can't read them all. Axmatic, Jen, Callie Debs,
Thanks for all the support. Thank you, Jenna, for the nice words that really made me feel good.
Josh said hi, right?
Yeah, Josh said yay. Go make money.
Thank you for being here.
Let's meet. It's a miracle.
How many of us have them?
Love you guys.
Did you just hear his little licky mouth?
Oh, he
he's
doesn't
so
stink
precious.
anymore.
You don't smell